Welcome back inside of Bedrock Bowling Outfitters. Today I would like to recap what I got to bowl on this weekend at the Colorado Scratch Bowlers Tour. Wow, what an event. We had 105 entries out there. Big props to Terry Wickstrom and his staff for doing the advertisement, getting this tournament going. Seeing a lot of bowlers coming back out again, being able to get back into that competitive mode, bowling alongside with some of the great players that live in this town and this region. I believe we actually had 4 surrounding other states that actually joined this tournament as well. So Colorado Scratch Bowlers Tour is it. And if you are a bowler that's learning how to or that likes to transition to that next level, you want to be out at Colorado Scratch Bowlers Tour. Going forward, before we get started on kind of a recap on what I got to bowl on this weekend and some of the equipment that I used in my bag, I would love to talk to you about an event we have coming up here at Bedrock Bowling Outfitters, April 28th and 29th. Lou Marquez, we got him out here again. Gold level coach, president of Ipsia, works for TurboTech. He will be out to show you some strategies on lane play and help you along with your physical game as well. There will be some classroom time. Bedrock Bowling Outfitters will provide lunch both days. We're looking at about a 10 a.m. start. Cost will be $140 for both days and well worth it in my opinion. So love to see you out. Sign-ups for that can be done out on our Facebook page at Bedrock Bowling Outfitters. Also, you can check us out on our website, bedrockbowlingoutfitters.com. So hope to see you out for that. Recapping the Athens pattern. For me, before I even went into the event, I was able to look up the pattern, what we're bowling on, what's the volume. Knowing for myself and talking to some bowlers that have bowled on that pattern before, definitely knew that lane surface was really going to dictate how this pattern was going to play. We knew that we were probably going to get a lot of entries for this event, not quite sure how many. So when we showed up and found out we were going to have 7 bowlers on a pair, there was actually even a couple of pairs that had 8 bowlers on a pair. So lots and lots of traffic on a pattern that wasn't a real high volume pattern. And also bowling on a lane surface that's a very high friction surface. The heads went away extremely fast. And for myself, definitely saw some holes there. Early on, was able to start with this 2-inch pin Arson for my axis. My axis is about 5 1/4 over. This is a ball that I can use when I need to play out, when I usually need to play the gutter. This is a ball that I can use. Now I had a great cross in being able to cross with Steve Badovinic, who made the top 5, and also Jason Duran, one of the top players in my opinion in this state. From that ball, I was able to go to a 4 1/2-inch pin brick. Just give me a little bit longer pin to positive axis point, but also sticking with still a little bit of surface for me until the pattern broke down. Pattern breaking down sometimes can depend on rev rate. So for me, I was able to stay with a couple of balls with surface early. Also from there, went to a 4 1/2-inch pin Jet Black Taboo. This ball allowed the core, or the motor, to still read the mids good for me because when we went in, we still caught some oil, still caught some hang. Transitioning from, I started on the high side, going to the low side. It's kind of like bowling in 2 different bowling centers. The lane surface has been there for quite a while. Plus, you had 105 bowlers throwing it in several different places depending on their style of play. Later in the blocks, went to Vibes. I saw myself using the 2-inch pin Vibe when I really just wanted to manage the pocket, be a little straighter in the front part of the lane. I was able to catch the TV pair, and this is the ball that I used that really kept me out of trouble. I could not give the pocket away with this ball, as you will not be able to with a 2-inch pin. Definitely will need to keep your angles parallel when using a 2-inch pin from your axis. Again, this bowling ball is really designed to kind of hook stop down lane when you really want to manage the pocket. From there, these bowling balls definitely went back in the bag. And really, depending on the pair that I caught, I was actually lucky enough to make the cut. Ran into some hurdles the last game, and snuck out there by being able to punch out in the 10th frame and make the cut there. In semis, was able to kind of toy between these 3, but I tell you what, I really had a hole here in my arsenal. For as far left as I had to get, and that's not my strong suit. And you'll see the players that made the top 5 as you get a chance to recap the top 5 on Colorado Sports TV. You'll notice those guys are very good at going left to right. I needed probably another Jet Black Taboo because this is the motor that I wanted to see down lane for me. Just needed it to be a little longer pin from my axle, so the bowling ball would actually be a lot cleaner in the front part of the lane for me, but be a lot more angular down lane, so I could get that 10 out, get those corners out. The 5-inch pin vibe worked for me as well, just not enough motor down lane. The 5-inch pin vibe with a little bit bigger valve angle was okay too. Again, just probably not the right choice. All in all, it's a great event. I always learn a lot going out. Always get a chance to see a lot of the up and coming in this town, and I love it that this event is going where it's going. So, thanks for joining me. We hope to see you at our clinic April 28th and 29th, and we'll see you next time for this segment of In the Bag.